I'm Jen. I have been one of the artists in residence at Yarra Youth Services this year. I've been running the deep fried art workshops on Fridays, and I think most people watching this have probably met before. So hello everyone. There's lots of videos out there, so you can try the activity today, and if you like it, I'd love to see what you come up with, or even hear about anything else you've been doing as well. And today's activities are about trying to see our home through a different perspective and get some inspiration as well. So it's called Your Home Universe, and we're going to have to start by using our imagination. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to imagine going on a tour through wherever you live. You have to, start from where you are watching this video or from the front entrance, whatever you prefer. But the catch is you've got to pretend that you're going on this tour for the first time and you are the size of an ant. Or if you don't like ants, like another insect. So as you go through your home, you're going to be looking out for details that an ant might notice. I look at my bed, for instance, and I see a bed, pillows, blankets, whatever. So it's hard to get inspiration from something that I see every day. But if I was an ant, I would go, up to that bed, and I might see, instead of a doona, I might see a big terrain of mountains. That's part one, is going around and getting inspiration and documenting what we find on our kind of adventures. And part two is going to be then taking that those images or whatever you kind of find and doing something with it, turning it into art, I guess. Or you could say the whole process is art, if you want this to be a performance, that's cool too. All you'll need is some paper, some pens, pencils, or if you have a good camera you want to use, or your phone camera, that's okay as well. Alright, let's get started. So you've got either a camera or pencil and paper, or pen, whatever you want to use, and we're gonna move through the house. I'll take you through and talk through what I'm seeing, and I'll just start moving through. If you saw me right now, I would look kind of silly and bending over, which is fine. That's what artists do. I'm just going to look for some inspiration. I think there's an actual ant there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's one of our models that I've hired earlier. There you go. There's a beer can, something, which has probably been here for a long time because I've never seen that before. What I might do is just remember where this is, and either take a photo and then come back to it as one of the first milestones or landmarks, I guess. So I'll continue around, and I guess you might think of miniature things, but still kind of human things. So for example, like entrances and slides, and maybe a playground for insects, or maybe you want to think about it completely different, like the whole alternate universe that doesn't actually make any sense to humans. The point here is just getting inspiration and finding some interesting things. I'm going to keep going up the staircases now, a bit faster. So there's this kind of wire here. That's quite an interesting, this might be a nice photo actually, because you've got the shape of the barbed wire and the shape of the clothesline. So maybe I could take a photo here and then think about the composition and how I might sketch that out as a line drawing. In a sense, you kind of forget what you're looking at. Like, we don't label this even a washing line anymore because an ant wouldn't know what a washing line is. I mean, I don't think that ants have washing. Maybe they do. They're pretty smart, but pretty sure they just run around in their birthday suit all the time. So yeah, here's an interesting bit of grass. Okay, so I found some moss. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually got kind of rubbish in it almost. What I'll do is I'll show you some photos that I'm going to take on my phone, because my phone can actually pick up a lot more. But what I'm seeing here is almost like a giant garden you're going through. Also to think about, have in the back of your mind how you're going to perhaps present this and create some surprise. I think I'm going to try and create maybe a series of images. So to the human eye, you know, that is really something I've never actually noticed before. But there's something really beautiful or interesting about, you know, almost these tiny bits of rubbish. Like it almost reflects the problem of pollution we have in the world, but on this micro level. Look, there's ants everywhere. Look at them. Hello. I mean, even if you want to follow an ant, that could be fun too. Back to it. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Then try and get at least 3, but you can get as many as you want, but at least 3 kind of scenes, I guess, or snapshots. So you can either capture that with photos and or through sketches. So, you know, sketching out what you see. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just something that, you know, feels like it's enjoyable really. So if you normally do digital sketches, or even like if you have a kind of anime style, whatever it is, be true to that and record what you're seeing in that style. Think about what you're cropping, so how you're choosing to crop the image. In other words, what you leave in and what you take out of the image, and then also, you know, the size of it. So I will get working and I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, so part 2, it's gotten colder, I'm wearing a jacket now. You should have some images or some sketches. So there was some mugs that I quite liked. I was using permanent marker just to, yeah, be free and messy, and that's the mood I'm in. I'm going to take a photo and use the app camscanner, but you can use whatever you might normally use, and I'm gonna upload this. I have this kind of corner with a stool. Normally I'm viewing that stool kind of bent over it, but I thought I would try and look up from it as if, you know, an ant would. And then I have this. Actually, I went away from my own brief and was drawing. First I started with the bricks where they meet the wood, and that's kind of the entrance to a fire pit. And then I got interested in drawing myself drawing that. I guess it's like an ant is on my shoulder. This second part is kind of, I guess, a refining bit. Your sketches don't have to be refined necessarily, they can just be what they are. So yeah, you can, in summary, edit the images and crop them, and so they're ready to be emailed or sent over WhatsApp or whatever. The other thing you can do is, if you've done some drawings, is scan them in and then kind of digitalize them, or collage it. Find a way to you know, to document it in a way that you like. And part of that process is also refining which images you want to include. So I would like, with whoever does this activity, if we could all see it together. I think that would be really cool, a mini, you know, exhibition of our home universes. So send through your photos and sketches, and we can have a look at what we've done. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let me know what you thought. Thanks everyone, bye!